So I hope everybody had a nice day. And yeah, so because I think 10 minutes are already gone, I think maybe we can start, and then the rest can join us while continuing. Or what do you think about that?
It's okay, no problem.
Okay, sure. So in case Jabrail can hear us, so okay. So let me share my terminal. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yes, I can see it.
So today, so about the AMB. So today we are supposed to discuss about the AMB clone. From Monday we had some 2 sessions where we discussed about inheritance, how to use inheritance on the project, classes and objects, deserialization and serialization. But then we didn't get time to talk about the CMD module as a whole, and also how to use JSON to store our objects in this AMB clone. So today's session we wanted to discuss about the CMD module, and if time allows us to also talk about the UID model. Yeah, so I think we can start. Do you have anything to say? Maybe. So in case there isn't any, so yeah, so let's start. Okay, so I'll make a directory. Okay, before, okay, the only problem with this, I think I'll just type here because I can share the screen and do this at the same time. So let me see. Sorry about that, I'm using this curly terminal. Okay, before I say anything. So okay, brother, so I'm free. I think you're the only one who's active today, so I think I'll just go with you. So had you already gone through the materials given on the interact?
For me, I'd gone through
Yeah,
some.
okay.
Yes,
Yeah, okay, sorry about that. Okay, I hope you're also in cohort 19.
yes, I'm in course 19.
Yeah, so did you get any challenge, or I should just go through what was in session today?
Sorry?
So I'm saying, after you going through the resources, what do you think about the CMD module? Did you get it, or maybe you had some challenges on it?
I was able to create the console, but I did not. I was not able to create the crate. I did the crate, uh, but I had a challenge in the read and
Okay.
the update. The
Okay.
deleter
So
is also implemented, but
okay.
I'm
Yeah.
not that confident with my solution, so I think I have to do something about it.
Okay. Okay. I get you. There. So okay. So what we'll do? Okay. So then, what you're going to do? Let's start with. Let's create a small application that will apply the CRUD for create, read, update, and delete. So what do you think about that? So that we can know as a whole how it actually works. Because today I think we won't base more on theory work. We'll just go mainly on the coding, do small coding, because we still want people to get time to do the project. So let us create the small application. Welcome, Miner. So I'll make a directory, just C19, change the directory to C19. Yes. Okay, so the CMD module works basically as more like how if anyone here did the shell project in C, then I think you already have a clue on how the CMD module works. Actually, it's more like the same, only that this one here is a little bit, you can say, a little bit lighter, because it doesn't have so many options like like how you are using on the shell. So in this case, we are going to create a small application that will be implementing CRUD, which is create, read, update, and delete. Yeah, so the small application that we are going to be creating is going to be implementing these 4 things here. So in most applications, you'll see that Python, in most applications you'll see that whenever you are about to start the application or the terminal, for example, like in this case, whenever you want to bring up this Python shell here, you'll see that whenever you type it, you will get this some few commands here. Let me admit this one. CRUD, yeah, exactly, CRUD, yeah, yes Wilson, yeah, exactly. So you'll notice that every time you want to create, you are starting this here, you'll get some few writings here. So basically this was they are telling you how you can use this shell or this terminal here. So while you're creating now here, yeah, so I think we can start. So first thing first, you'll have to import. So you'll have to import the CMD module as a whole. Yeah, so in order to work with the CMD module, I think all of us know about that. First thing first, you'll have to import it. Yeah, so in this case, we're going to create a class that now we'll be using to work the CMD module. And don't forget, guys, whenever you're working with the CMD module, I think all of us here read the resources. You always don't forget to use the word do. If you don't use the word do before your command, before your method, it won't work. But we are going to see it immediately. So importing the CMD module, and then now class, let's say C19 CMD. So CMD, yeah, so our class here is going to inherit from the CMD module here. So that's why I applied this one here. So in case there's a question while I'm coding, so you can just ask. And guys, normally I like interactive sessions. So in case I'm typing here or I'm coding here and I feel you're too quiet, I'll just point out someone and you can say something. So please, let's follow through together. So this one here is normally, I'm coming back here. So this one is here, the Python 3.12, or this one is normally like an introduction, telling you what this is and how maybe it's going to be used, so things like that. So in order now to create this intro here, this is the same D module, we get an inbuilt function called intro, which now we can use to type all this introduction here. So you can say maybe something like, so welcome to our CMD module, go to CMD module, maybe type help for more information. More information or commands. Yeah, I think that's okay for an intro, because this is just an introduction, so we'll do a lot of things. And yeah, so the next thing here will be with this prompt here. So whenever you trigger this, you'll see that there's a prompt here which allows us to type our commands or what we want to bring print out. So now our prompt here, to get this prompt here, we are normally the one who is the type of prompt you get. So you can put this prompt here that is here, or maybe you can place just another type of prompt depending on what you want. So personally, I think going for this is okay, unless anyone else has something about that. So what do you think, Maina? Should you just go with the normal prompt?
Yeah, I think we can go on with that.
Okay, sure. So concept prompt is equals to, can see that. So you can just place this prompt anyhow you want. It doesn't have to for it to be this way. So then skip some few lines. So now we can start. So we're going to first create a method that will maybe greet. Yeah, so the first method here we can say maybe, so this one is just an introduction. We'll get back to the CRUD for the create, read, delete and updates. We're going to do all of that. But first thing first, I think we should do a great one. Yeah, so you can see something like okay, let me see. Okay, instead of wasting time, let's just do it immediately. Okay, so def do great. So don't forget about that. The first argument to be passed is ever self. Then the next one, you can say just an argument, just like that. You can use any type of word you want there. It doesn't have to be like this. So now, small comment. This one here grades the user. We are going to see them. Okay, let me ask about that. So Humphrey, so what do you think what are some of the importance of this documentation here in this CRUD command, in this CMD? So what do you think is the benefits of documentation here?
I think when someone is to help someone to know what the function does. For example, if you do help,
Yeah,
I think
exactly. Actually, that's the case. So the importance of this documentation here is whenever a new user wants to use our shell here or our terminal here, whenever he types help with the function, with a certain function, he gets to know what the function is doing, what the method is doing. So yeah, so that's it. So then maybe print, I just print hello world. Okay, hello user. Let me help you. that's it. So before anything else, okay, are you together? Are you together, everyone there? Up to there? In case you have a question
Yes.
before we get far, we can just ask. Yeah. So I think that means everyone is okay. So we can just continue.
I have a concern.
Okay, sure. You can just ask.
In the intro,
Yeah. Okay.
welcome to assembly module type help for more information. Okay, will the opening bracket will it treat it as the end of the code, or it will just print everything till the end of inside the
Okay.
first and the last?
Okay. You're saying this help this one here.
Yes.
Okay. I think it's still supposed to work, cause this one I've just put inside this one to symbolize it's a keyword. Okay. I don't think removing it can cause any issue, or maybe adding it can cause any issue, unless you have ever tried it and you saw that it was working in a different way.
Uh, I think it may think that that's the end of the code. Maybe you can try using a single quote.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me. Yeah, like that.
Yes.
Okay, sure. Okay, thank you for that. So before we get any far, let's see. I think someone, let me admit who is here. Okay. Okay, so if name is equals to main, name is equals to main, so we're supposed to call our class here. So all you just do is say c19 dot. So to confirm is everyone is following up. So what do you think I'm supposed to call here? Let me point out someone, because you guys are not seeing anything. So let me say minor. Okay, minor. So
Yes.
in order for this function to work here, so we want to prompt to see if the intro and the prompt is working. So that's why we've just done this one method. So in order for this function to work here, so what do you think you're supposed to call here? Let me delete this one. So if name is equals to main, so what else are we supposed to put here so that this script works?
Okay, I think we should. So what are we supposed to? We need the name to work, huh?
Yeah, we want it to work.
Okay, so we use the dot notation to create that instance of the method.
Okay, so what am I
This is
supposed
the
to
method.
type?
So we can have the yeah. We can have. So we are calling the class, huh?
Yeah.
I mean the. So we can have C19 CMD,
Yeah.
and then we have that. We have that. We have dot self.
Itself. So you think if I put it like this, it's going to work?
Well, we want the name. We want the name of the user.
Actually,
We want.
what you're trying to do, let me just from actually what you're trying to do, we want to prompt this, code here to work the normal way.
Mhm.
So the same way we normally, for example, you normally trigger the Python interpreter, but with the word with Python here, and then it comes. So we want to we want to we want to trigger our script here so that we can see how it's working. So that's why we want to call it. So you are saying I should type c19 cmd.cell. So that's why I'm asking, do you think if I type it this way it's going to work?
I'm not sure. We want to trigger the CMD code.
Yeah, this one. We want to trigger all of this code here, all of this here. So what we're trying to do is
Mm.
calling this one here. So we want to call all of this to work. So what do you think? We are learning. So every wrong answer is
Okay.
correct depending on the thought process. So no, there's no wrong answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
we have mhm.
so so I think that
Was
one is
we did not initiate the class.
the class is already has been. So this is the class 19 cmd. You have already said
Mm.
that. So I started with c19.cmd and then dot. Now the dot self. So
Okay.
maybe you tell us where you think dot self.
Self because
Mm-hmm.
the first argument is usually the name of the class is usually the first argument.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. So
the
okay.
first yeah the name of, but I'm not sure. Maybe you can clarify. But I had a question. Why have we not initialized the class with def int def double underscore initialize?
Okay, I get why you're saying that. Okay, the reason to us
Okay.
why we have not initialized this class with the init method is because of this.
Oh,
Did you attend the inheritance session we had on Tuesday? That is.
yeah, I attended, but I'm a cohort behind. I'm not in the same cohort with you, but I'm still learning.
Okay, sure. Okay, the reason to us why we
Yeah.
have not initialized our class here with the init method is
Sure.
because of inheritance. So remember here we have defined our
Okay.
class called c19.cmd, but then inside this bracket
Okay.
here we have said cmd.cmd. So meaning we are inheriting
Okay.
from another place.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
Okay, sure. Okay, mail. Okay, let me see. Okay, so anyone else? So do you guys think this code is going to work if we go with c19 cmd.self? Okay, let me point out someone because nobody's saying anything. Let me say. Let me say who. Okay, Humphrey. Humphrey, what do you think? Do you think it's going to work?
I don't think it will work.
Why? Why don't you think it's going to work?
The self is used to call the instance, its own instance.
Okay,
So
so. Mm-hmm.
according to the documentation of the CMD module,
Mm-hmm.
there's a there is a method. It's a method. There's a method called CMD loop.
Okay, so
So
okay, now that's what I want you to tell me. So what am I supposed to type here?
the class name
Okay, C19 CMD. Yeah. Huh?
and then cross the
Okay.
bracket
Mm-hmm.
to show that it's a method. Then dot CMD loop.
Okay, CMD loop, and then brackets.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
So let
Let
me
me.
comment this one out. So this one is for Humphrey. Okay. So anyone else? Anyone else who wants to try maybe before I run the code? Yeah. Okay. Let me start with minus so he can see. Let me comment out that. Then we'll see. So you can see
I think.
Humphrey CMD
I
to
think. I think there is a typo somewhere.
So
Yeah.
it, oh yeah, okay, I've seen it. It's supposed to be two. Okay, yeah.
And then you open and close the brackets.
Okay, sorry, vi, where insert, where,
Open the.
oh yeah, here.
Okay, I think my screen is lagging behind. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, do you think it's that, or maybe,
Sure. Now try and run it.
okay, escape. Either way, I think there's an error already, but let me clear. So Python 3 cmd.py. So it's saying there's an error. Partially initialized module has no attributes. CMD is not likely to be a circular import. Do you mean CMD? I think that's a typo error. Insert. Incomplete. Sorry about that. So it's saying. So I think that's. So my though. I think that's an error. So let me comment it out. So minor, we have seen yours is not working, so we'll go with, let me delete it. I hope everything is okay. Yeah, so import cmd class c19. So intro, prompt, self fag. Yeah, I think everything is okay. So clear. Python 3 it's saying trace back line 1 in module import cmd.
There is a typo. I noticed it.
At here at import function here.
No.
Where is it?
In the parameters, the arguments of the second CMD should be capital. Yes.
Actually had placed like that the first one. Okay, let me see. Still, I think there's still an error somewhere. Import cmd. I think that.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, the problem is,
Okay.
you named it. You are importing CMD, and your file is called cmd.py. Try renaming it. See if it will
Okay.
work.
Let me say kvi. Let me say vi c19. Let me just call it c19. Py.
You can just.
cmd.
You can. Hello.
Yeah, hello. Yeah.
You can just copy. You can just rename it.
Oh, okay, sure. Okay. I just wanted to. Okay, let me just rename it.
Not removing. You're not removing, but mv. Yeah, cmd.py, and then you can give it another name. cmd.py.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So clear. So maybe
Try running it.
Python 3 c19.py. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was the problem. We had named our file cmd and we were trying to import cmd. Okay, thank you for that. Now you can see the same way when normally when we trigger the Python interpreter, we normally get this intro here. Okay, let me sorry about that. Okay, so the same way when we normally trigger the Python interpreter, we normally get this intro here. So while we have triggered our script here, we've gotten our introduction. You can see our intro. So this is the intro. Welcome to our CMD module, type help for more information. And then at this prompt here that is allowing us maybe to type something, so it's here. So up to this point, I think we're together up to there, right? So whenever we maybe say something like ls, we can't get any code. It's still afresh, so there's nothing to show here. Maybe if we say help, it's supposed to only show us the two methods that are available, which we have the greet method and the help method. So whenever we say maybe something like help greet, it tells us, it shows us the documentation that we had inputted. So the greet method normally greets the user. So up to there, I hope everyone is okay. So now we can continue, right? So I think the quietness, I'll take that. Let me show you something, guys. So whenever we try to exit, it's saying unknown syntax. That is because in our code we had not talked about what the function a method. We had not declared a method that will be used to exit whenever a user is done with the commands. So in this case, maybe I'll just do hard reset. I'll just use control C. Yeah, a keyboard interrupt, because if I try to type anything, it was not going to work. So let us continue now. I think everyone has seen that it's working. So instead of all of this, now we can do crude. We can now say something like, so the first method here that we are going to start with, maybe you can say, let's create something small that, so the first method you can say, maybe you can create a small console that you're going to do addition. So you can say maybe def do add. Yeah, so the takes two arguments. The first one is self, and then the second one is tags. You can just put any, and it's not compulsory to name it tags. Any way you want, the one who decides. So this one here, so adds two numbers. Yeah, so adds two numbers. You can say, or in case you have a question, you don't get what is going on here, just feel free to say that, so that we can handle it together before we get so far. So is equals to, so we want our numbers to be, I'll just say integers. So So hey guys, I hope we are together up to here. So in case you have a question or there's something you don't get, you can just say it. Sorry, I can't hear you.
No, continue.
Okay, sure. So okay. So this first method here is going to add is used for adding two numbers. You can try maybe adding another method that will multiply two numbers maybe. So and don't forget, you should never forget to use this to start with the word do. In case you don't start with the word do, the method is normally not going to work. That is only applicable if you are importing the same D module, but then in other cases you can just use any word you want. Yeah, so this one you can say do multiply. So the first one, the first argument is self as ever, and then prefer using this one because the second one, so maybe this one is multiplies two numbers. I think we've seen the importance of this documentation here, so never forget about that. So let me just copy paste this one because of time. I don't want to spend a lot of time today here. Okay, terminal is misbehaving today, so I think I'll just type. So one, two, just come up. Yeah, so we print product. Product is product, yeah. And that one accept value error. So print invalid inputs. Okay, so maybe we can add another one for subtraction. That is, if you want, here you can add another one, maybe For subtraction, so maybe subtract. So self, the first argument is ever going to be self. Let me do this the last one and then leave the floor for questions. So subtracts two numbers. Subtract two numbers. So try. I think if you attended the session on Monday and Tuesday, you know what's going on here. Maxwell had already talked about everything here, so I think the only thing Maxwell didn't talk about was the CMD module. So let's finish this map. And in case you are stuck on the project, guys, don't worry about it. Today we were supposed to tackle the project, the task from task 3 to the last task, but then the person who was supposed to be the host is not going to make it, so I'm going to reschedule the session, maybe on Sunday or maybe tomorrow. He's told me about that, so I told him it's okay, so just wait for him. So the remainder is I've forgotten something here. Sorry about that. Product is equals to okay. So the remainder is, because I just say minus here, yeah, just like that. Yeah, I think then now the last method that will be used whenever we want to exit, so we can just say do exit. I think that one is going to be okay. Self comma ag, so used when we want to exit. Yeah, let me put it like that so that I don't forget when we finish up on this one. Accept value error. Yes, accept value error. Print valid inputs. Valid input. Only arguments accepted. Only integers. Integers are accepted. Yeah. That one will be okay. So do exit used when you want to exit. So it only exists when it returns return true. Yeah, so let's try. okay guys, okay, before I run this one, do you guys think this is going to work, or maybe I've left out something somewhere? Anyone? See, everybody is quiet. Let me just run it. Let me clear everything. So 5,003. See. So let me run it. C19 the pi. Okay, yeah, it's working without any problem. So yeah, so when you run it, this is the introduction you get, and this is the prompt. So let's say help, so that you can see the list of, so there's only an add, a multiply, and a help, and a help method. Okay, help adds to numbers. Okay, help multiply multiplies to numbers. What if I say I want to exit? Maybe it's not working. What if I say hello Maxwell, exit, still not working? So I think something, yeah, so welcome. I think there's a problem somewhere. Let me just do Control C.
Try Control D.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that, so I think I've made something. So let's see, start. So multiply product.
The indentation.
Yeah, maybe yeah, sure, yeah. Then did, yeah. Thank you for that. It's supposed to be there. And also this one, it's supposed to be there.
And the other ones too.
Okay, hope this one is okay here. And also this one there. Yesterday I saw a trick somewhere. Let me try it. So shift V, it's not working. So shift V, yeah,
you would have to be outside.
yeah. So and then less than sign. Yeah, I saw this somewhere yesterday, so it's actually working. Let me shift V. Still misbehaving. I'm just doing it the manual way I'm used to it. So I think this one is okay.
The print statement still has an indentation error.
Yeah, this one here. Okay, let me move it back.
Just delete the entire and add 2 tabs. I'm not sure.
Okay, let me just do this and then tab 1.
Another, yeah, sure.
Okay, like that. Okay, let's see if it's okay right now. It's okay. So add exit, still one indentation error. Let me just exit. Again, the good thing is that exit now is working here. So the exit method is actually working. So the only last one is the subtract. Yeah, so the subtracts two numbers. Try number 1, number 2. I don't know why it's not working. I think there's the indentation is okay here. Subtract, minus, accept.
The do subtract.
Yeah, okay.
The do. Sorry,
So okay, which one? The do
do subtract.
subtract.
The subtract method
Yeah.
should begin with do.
Oh yeah. Okay, thank you for that. Actually, thank you. So yeah, I think now it's working. So help. Yeah, you can see the add, the exit. So this one is for create. So the add, the exit, help, multiply, subtract. So let's try maybe the add command. Let me give it two numbers, 2 and 5. Yeah, so the sum is 7. So let me try maybe the multiply command. Maybe give it 2 and 8. The product is 16. I think that's working. Maybe can try the subtract method. Let me give it 8 and 2. Yeah, so I think of course this one won't work. So help sum, and I hope everyone can see here. Whenever we type help and then with the name of the method, we get the no help on sum. Oh sorry, help add. So whenever we type the word help with the name of a certain method here, we get the the documentation that we had previously inputted. So the documentation is really helpful, so we should never forget about that. So exit. So it's a typo, so clear. Yeah, so insert. So far so good. So up to there, does anyone have a question maybe or anything to comment? Maxwell is here now, so do you want to say anything maybe?
I think I'll look at what is happening and then maybe if anything else. But one thing I saw is that if you run a command and then you press the enter key without typing anything, the result of the previous one is too sync.
Yeah.
So maybe you can go through how to fix that. Maybe you are going to tackle them soon. So I'd just like to get myself acquainted so far.
Okay, sure. Okay, let me mention some names because there's somebody. Okay, UK Jaril, I've not heard your name, I've not heard you say anything, so I hope you're together up to here. Hey UK, I hope you're together. Okay, guess you can't say anything. Maybe let me say Peter. So Peter, do you have a comment, a suggestion? Maybe do you have anything to add on up to here?
Hello, I'm just
Hello.
glad to be here. I wish I knew you had these group discussions earlier, but we'll continue together. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you Peter. Thank you. Let me see another one last person and then we'll continue. What about William? Are we together up to here, or maybe you have a question, or maybe you have something to add on?
Yeah, I'm following. I'm following.
Okay.
Yeah, we are together.
Okay, so we are okay up to here. Okay.
No, no, so far so good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm okay. I was just wondering if we can have a comma as a delimiter. Like, how can you implement that?
Yeah. Okay. A comma as a delimiter. Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. Okay. I've had you on that. So, anyone else before we continue? Okay. Somebody had Humphrey. You were saying you had a problem with something. Up to here, have we already tackled it, or we are still not there?
Not yet. It's in the crude operations.
Okay,
That's
okay,
where I have a problem in figuring out how
hmm
I can go about it. Uh, I'm creating the those two methods,
so
but now to go through it now to how I can navigate through it. It's becoming a problem now.
so the problem is the one for creating, or so do
Also the update
okay,
and the read.
okay, do update and do read. Okay, I'll put that down, and then do read. Okay, do read. Okay, those are two. Okay, so
Update and create.
okay, update and okay, sorry, okay, update and create, update, update, and then and create. Okay, so my boss is here. Okay, Maxwell. Hey, Maxwell.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
boss.
Yeah, no, okay. So now, okay, let me just take you through what we are saying here. So we were just today we just decided to go through the same day module as a whole. So and then the first thing first here, one of our members here has a problem. He's asking has a problem on the CRUD, the create, read, update, and delete. I think you're familiar with that. So personally, I think in order to do one for updation and reading, yeah, update and create, we just do the same thing as what we've been doing here. We just create a method for do sorry, we just create a method for do create, depending on what you want to create, on why you are creating it. So self arg, and then just to create. What's wrong with this keyboard? Yeah, used to create, just create. So okay, now it depends with what you are creating a certain method for, because okay, I don't know if that's the
Excuse me. Excuse me.
the okay, before anything.
Excuse me.
Okay, sure. Sh- Hello. Yes, sure.
Yeah, I can't see your code.
Okay, can you see it now? What about now?
No, I can't. I don't know. Maybe if it's just me. It's just me or the others.
Okay, Humphrey, can you see my code? Can you see my screen?
I can see a screen, but maybe it's because of the blur.
Because of the
On my end there is a blur, but I can still go through it and start with, but I can see a screen. Yeah.
okay, let me.
It is tiny.
Okay, let me check. Maybe it's my side.
Okay, somebody is saying it's tiny. Let me try. Okay, let me escape. Let me try zooming in. How am I supposed to do this? Control. Okay, what about now? So I'll just go. I think I'll just go with. I think that's okay. So Hanfi, every method you're creating, it depends why you're creating it. So they do create method, it depends with the reason to is why you want to create the method. So for example, this do create here. So while we're implementing it, it's going to work depending with, you can say, how am I supposed to say this? It's only going to work depending with how you as a programmer is implementing it. So in this case here, you can maybe create one that will be used to take, maybe that is going to use to maybe create an event. Or what do you think about that? I think, what's wrong with my internet? Is it my internet connection? Okay,
You can hear you.
Okay, just go on, Maxwell.
Yeah. Okay. So with regards to the crowd or the crude, it's say right. So essentially, you have something you are trying to do. So really, what you're talking about is that you should be able to create something, and if you need to read it, you should have the ability to also read what you've created. Let's say you created a file, right? So the method of creating a file is the C part of the CRUD. Okay, well, I call it CRUD, but you call it CRUD, that's also fine. Okay, so that's the C part of it. Then, after you created a file, you would want to read it someday or some way. Well, then, the purpose of creating it is obviously to read it at one point in time, right? And also, let's say, for example, here, this code here, we are currently, let's say, reading and writing to it, right? But let's say that we are reading it. At a point in time, we may update it by adding more code to it. After we are done, we would update and save it. But later, we might become maybe one semester or something like that. Then we no longer need this code, and maybe it's taking too much space, so we may take it away. So, in essence, when we talk about the CRUD or the CRUD, we are essentially talking about the fact that we can create something, read it when you want to.
Delete it.
Um, can you hear me? Someone says they can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. I think maybe that's the
Okay.
internet connection.
All right. I'm sorry, Jerry, if your network comes back. Okay. So that's what is happening, right? So I don't know. I don't think most of us were here during the time we were working with the students, right? But in the case of like our students class, for instance, what was happening is that we can create a student, we can read from the student class, right? So we can have let's say a create method or something that will create users or let's say students. Right? So maybe we have a new student, then we create a new student. If we need to get some information from the student, we read from the student, right? So also if we need to let's say update the student, maybe they have graduated or they are now moving to a different course or something like that, right? Let's take ALX for instance. If you defer or if you maybe move from one place to another, you have to update your profile, right? Then let's say at a particular point in time when ALX thinks that you are too old into the system, or maybe they are deleting your system, or let's say, for example, you are removing something, right? It will be how you remove that. Right? So we could like model those kind of things and then take that, right? But the way in which we do that is the other way, like the other thing we can talk about, right? It will mostly involve serializing the data into like a way that can be saved and then deserializing it. Mostly we use JSON, but there's other methods. There's YAML, there's
XML.
CSV, XML, a lot, right? But then we standardize on JSON because mostly that's like well known, right? But there are other well known as well that are useful in other places as well. Right? So maybe we can see an example from this side and then maybe confirm the talk because they say talk is cheap. So okay, yeah, that's just something about what the code is. It's really just creating something when you need it, reading it when you have something that you want to check from, like a student. You want to find information about a student, then you can also update information for the student. Then if the student is no longer in your school, you delete them from your system, like something around that. Yeah, so that's, let's say, something around what the crude or CRUD is.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I think Maxwell has talked about that pretty well. Yeah. Okay, so is it term for what? Yeah, either crude, crud. I think it depends where you come from and your English teacher while you are in primary school. My English teacher told me it's crude, so don't judge too much. Okay, sorry, let me see. Okay, Humphrey, I don't know if what Maxwell has talked about is making sense to you.
Yeah, sure. As I've got some viewpoints from him. Thank you, Max.
Yeah, basically crude is just being able to create a file or maybe something, being able to read from the file whenever you want to get to know something from it, being able to update it in case something has changed. Maybe you can create a student who is in maybe you can say in C19 for example right now in cohort 19, and then maybe after some time the students maybe will differ and go to another cohort. So maybe now in a case we have created a script on that, now we'll update now the details of that student to cohort 20 instead of cohort 19. And then lastly, being able to delete from the file whenever we are done with what we wanted to do from the beginning. Basically that's the whole operation, so you don't have to think about it so much. If you think about it so much, it's going to seem like it's a lot of work or maybe it's hard, but then to be honest, it's so easy. Yeah. So today's guys, we're not supposed to discuss a lot of things. Today basically was meant for the same day module, and then giving the floor to anyone who has a question on the project, on the Airbnb clone. Only the Airbnb clone. If maybe you read something on the resources and then you didn't get it, or maybe you have something that you want to share, so this session was meant for that. And then on Sunday we'll finally finish up. We'll review the project together for from task 3 to the last task, and then in case there's a task you missed or maybe there's some task cases you missed, so we'll finish that on we'll do that on Friday on okay sorry we'll do that on Sunday. But then today, anyone who has a question that you read the resources, you didn't get something, maybe you're trying to code something on the project and then it was not coming out as you wanted or as you expected, the flow is open. You can just say it and then we'll tackle it together. Yeah, so let me stop sharing my screen first of all. I think, yeah, so what do you think? So anyone? So okay, so Humphrey, I hope that's how your name is pronounced. Can you please start earlier or go later?
Yes, yes, yes. You have pronounced it the right way.
Okay, so that's okay. Onyebuchi, yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, sure. There's somebody
Oh,
who has
I,
raised his
wa-
hand.
I was trying to unmute myself, but I don't know.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
sure.
but thank God it has finally unmuted. Please, generally, I'm struggling to do this project. I've not I've not really done much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sure. We can hear you.
Hello.
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay.
Okay, I lost your network. Yeah, so I was saying, like